See if you got the notifications. See if everybody pops on. Don't want to do a private chat. Keep it simple. Testing again, only a test. See if everybody joins in. Oh, there you are. Hey.
All right, something I'd like for you to do on Discord when you have time.
Okay, wait. Look on
Announcements.
Live Studio.
You're going to be wanting to testing.
I'm testing right now. Take a look at it. It's Restream. Hello, everybody. What's happening, Sonny? Wow, so everybody's joining in. We're testing right now. If you're here, we're just trying to set up this brand new podcast, and we have Jace on the line. Help me out here a little bit, and I guess Jace can see it. He's in Florida, and everybody says we have video. So now, if you want to pop in, you can pop in, and then I can maybe talk to you and bring you full screen. Again, this is testing. We're going to launch something new. We have a new name for the new podcast that's going to be coming out with guests. And some of the guests will be able to be here. We'll talk. And it's about the stupidity of the society we live in right now. And we're going to discuss it candidly. So it might not be totally PG. And so I just wanted to make sure everybody sees me, can hear me. Every now and then it looks like something goes hiccups and I had to replug in the mic. Replug in the camera, because I lost it for a minute, but now we have it loud and clear. Thank you, Jace. I see that. We're also going to be, I'm sending out some links. Jace, type the link in there, the links that we were talking about before. Was I too loud? Is that why you pulled the earplug out?
No, I have YouTube in one ear and I'm talking to you.
Okay. So we're testing this thing right now. So we're not going to really go into anything deep in details, but we want to make sure it works. So at least once a week, we're going to try to do a podcast. And we already have a name, but Diane said we shouldn't reveal the name yet so someone doesn't try to steal it. But Jace knows the name. So if you want to pop in video-wise, you can do that now. And I can look at you and we can talk to you. We'll also do this when we do our Millennial Booms. So it'll be Diane and myself. But for the special podcast, it'll be mostly me, and Diane might be popping in on a different screen. And you can notice I can even add my name, and I can add different people's names. So as you pop in, you will notice that. So here's an important thing. Jace, can you pop on?
Yeah, I need you to send me the link, though.
Oh, okay. See, that's the only problem I've been having. Where would I find the link?
You're on Restream. There should be a join link or a join invite link.
Oh, is this down here where it says invite guests? Got it. Okay, so I'm going to send the link. I'm going to drop it right here. And that's what I was trying to figure out for the longest time. So this is work in progress. As you notice, I shaved my beard. And right now we can only have 6 people on at the same time. So don't everybody rush to be on camera. And I can turn your camera off. I can mute you. I can also block you if you misbehave. And we're giving it a shot. We got the mic set up. We got the light going.
I'm backstage.
Let me turn my mic down a little bit. Hold on, so that way I'm not you're not yelling. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this off now.
All right.
The phone. All right. So there you go. You're backstage. So I'm going to bring you full stage. And let me see. How do I do that?
It looks like I should be on now.
Okay, I don't see you though. You're blacked out still.
Yeah, I don't have the camera on. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's no worries. No worries. So you can tell people what they need to do.
Well, first thing you're going to need to do is pay attention to his social links. He did just recently post a copy of his Discord. And Discord is actually very similar to YouTube. You can watch all his stuff. You can follow all his stuff. I'll be posting a link to all his social medias there as well, so you can make sure that you don't miss anything. And with that, we'll be posting links when he goes live. We'll be posting links to the podcast when it comes out, and make sure you join.
And thank you. You can be on camera or you cannot be on camera. This way we can discuss back and forth. Diane's in the other room. She can actually log on from another room if she wanted to, and she would be there to talk to us. People are saying, get back to the Bay. We miss you. Hey, I'm working on it. So here's how you can get me back to the Bay. Support what we're doing any way you can. We now have a new podcast set up where you can actually donate directly to the podcast to keep it going if you want to help. We hope to get ads at some point. I mean, the truth is we have to rethink this whole COVID thing. So for right now, part of the rethinking is doing here and sitting and talking to you. Hi, Maria. I see Maria just popped in. Let me just pop her in here. And there's Maria. Hello.
Hello,
You're
Maria.
in Canada.
Hi.
You're in beautiful, cold Canada, right?
Yeah, it's cold. Pretty cold.
All right. So this is what we're going to try to do is like you guys can, you guys are in the beginning of what could be something creative, something big. So, it's interesting that we can do that and that we can make things happen. And let me see if I can change this right now to Maria.
Oh, it echoes a lot.
Yeah, you have to turn your, you have two things on apparently if you hear an echo. If you hear an echo, I don't know how to fix that. Only Jace would know. I can only tell you that I'm here and I'm square. Oops. So let me see. So we do that, add caption. There she is. There's your name, Maria. Do you see it? Did I lose you? I have no audio. You turned your mic off completely. You're supposed to just mute it, not turn it off completely.
The thing is, I got like 3 of them going at the same time.
Oh, that's why you have an echo. You got to turn one down. There you go. I just saw your husband pop in. So, and Jace is still here. So I hope I didn't mute his mic. Yeah, so don't use the private chat because the private chat blocks the screen. There is a link that I sent out, and I'll resend it again in the chat. Click that link, and then that way you can, So I don't recommend using the private chat because it blocks what I'm trying to do. It pops up, and all of a sudden, boom, it's right there. I haven't mastered all the different stuff going on the screen yet, but we're working on it. We're definitely working on it, and I appreciate everybody that's popping in. So let me see what we got here. So I'll let Jace take over since he knows what's going on. He has control too, and then that way more people can pop in and I can see what's going on. Did I turn off Jace? I did. I didn't mean to shut you down, Jace. My bad.
It's all good. Not a problem. Give me just
I didn't know. I didn't do that on
I'm
purpose.
on 2 different devices, so give me a second. I'm trying to eliminate a echo.
Oh, okay.
All right, that should be good now. Because now I have you up on my phone and I have you up on my regular screen.
All right. And for some reason, Jace, you were muted, but I didn't mute you.
Couldn't tell you. Not quite sure.
Did you mute yourself?
I mean, I have my board over here, so I may have turned the mic down.
Okay. Well, because no, the button, the whole slider was muted, and I don't remember doing that. So.
Oh, it's all right. No biggie.
That's all good.
Yeah. So
hey,
like I said, now I have you up on my main studio stuff. And Betty says she can't hear anything via this app. All right, Betty, we'll figure you out in a bit.
That's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress so far, so good. And so it looks like you have me up on video, I believe, because
I
I'm
have you
seeing
up, but
myself.
you're blacked out though.
All right, well then I can fix that.
Hello, Dante. Dante Stoner. Yeah, we're testing this new feature. Um, we got everything. We're trying to get everything going here. Ooh, that's too orange.
Yeah, turn that
There
up,
we go.
and you can change your caption back.
Yeah. Oh, I can change it back. I'm still. It's a lot going on. So
It is. It's definitely. There you go. Good. All
there
right,
we are.
folks. So like I said, just keep your eye out on it. The Discord, of course, his Twitter, his Facebook, his YouTube, and everything else, because he'll be posting the links to all his social medias.
Okay,
So,
Betty, you can see but no video. I don't know why. You should have video. That's on your end, Betty, because I have you dialed up and you don't have your camera turned on. If you need to, unplug your camera and turn it back, plug it back in again.
yeah, that
That's
seems to be the
seems to
trick.
work for me. So we're going to work on making this easy and seamless. It is a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be some bugs. And when we do have the bugs, all I can ask is that you just hang in there with us. But um, there's the link again if you want to join in. Dante, there's the link. Save that link. It's weird having a camera right here.
Yeah. And you're not behind it?
Huh? Yeah,
And
and
you're
I'm not
not behind
behind it. So this is all new for me. I just heard someone get pinged. Oh, there we go.
I didn't get
Oh,
pinged.
there you are. You're back. I see you now, Maria.
There you are.
All right. So anything else
Can
I'm
you hear
missing?
me?
Yes,
I can hear you
Yep.
clearly.
Yes, we
So
can hear you. So you're good.
we have the ability to mute people. I'm not sure I do that yet, but we will at some point, I'm sure. We'll let people talk one at a time. That'll be one of the guidelines. And so one's talking, everybody wait till that person finishes talking.
I gotta.
Uh,
I hear it like 2 or 3 times.
do
Are
you
you
have more than
running
one
YouTube
device?
on your phone at the same time,
Dad.
Maria?
Oh, sorry. Come on. Come. Good puppy. Good puppy.
Yeah, tech can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit. Maria, I don't know. Are you running YouTube on your phone at the same time?
Yes.
That's going to be why you hear it twice.
Ah, okay.
So
One
if
device.
you go and kill
Okay, let me
YouTube,
see.
you'll be in this.
Okay, let me see.
I think Gabriel just jumped on because he's always a G.
Gee, yeah.
G for Gabriel. Am I correct?
Gabriel, can you turn
Yes.
your camera off for a second, please?
Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
And make sure you use the restream chat because the private chat throws up something in front of my screen and it blocks what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So don't use the private chat that comes with, just use the chat to the right of your screen.
Oh, it says I have camera denied. Let's see.
Uh-oh, Dante just jumped in. Oh, we getting a full house here today.
Yes, we are.
All right, it says my camera's on. There we go.
Hey, Diane. She's somewhere around here somewhere.
All right, how's it going, Stanley?
That's good. How are you? Who's talking to me right now?
Doing good.
Who's that?
Hey,
Yes.
I got a question. Where you
Who's
live,
talking?
much like the services unit in San Francisco County, California.
Say it again. You're broken up.
Is there cops that dress up like regular people?
You mean undercover cops? Do you mean plainclothes cops?
Yeah, like the warrants in your area, much like the warrant services team, and much like the warrant services team, and
Yes. Yes, they do. They look like an ordinary
San
person. They're dressed
Francisco Police
plain.
Department.
Yes, they do. They are plainclothes, but they have police ID if you ask them for it.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Is there things like that in law enforcement agencies in your area, Stan?
I'm sure there could be. I don't know for sure, but normally there are. Yeah. No. So to answer your question,
That's nice.
all right. Anybody else have a question before we have Jace take the floor again because he has to go at some point.
Who, me?
You know,
Oh.
there you go. Now you're back.
I work overnights, man. I'll be here all day.
Yeah, someone said if I mentioned street takeover, it might set YouTube on fire. I posted on my TikTok a vehicle trying to do donuts. It's on caught misbehaving TikTok, and his tire comes off in the process of doing a donut. Ironically, it's in Ireland, so he had no bars. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let Jace come back on with any more information we need. Like again, the link if you're here and if you can join in.
Yes, I will post the link to your Discord. I will post that in YouTube. Give me just a second here. Let's see, grab an invite. So for those of you who have Discord or don't have Discord, Discord is just a very easy to meet place, if you will. So we'll mark it as no limit. We'll generate the link. We'll copy, and then I will go post it in that chat.
Process, son. Thank you. I will try to have a good afternoon. And Ben, your question is, are you on TV? No, you're not on TV, but you are on YouTube right now. And on Twitch. So there's going to be a bunch of links posted. It's time to get things moving. Yep, just like Racer 98 said, it's time to rally up. Y'all, you need to help me get back to Cali as soon as possible. Yes. Yes, sir.
I actually have content on my traffic sign board on Pinterest.
Okay. What does that mean?
Traffic sign content?
Oh, okay. All right. So how do we see that? And who's talking?
It's Dante. Sorry about that. The camera blacked out.
Wow.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
That hurt.
You have too many channels open.
Yeah, definitely.
Close a couple of them, like maybe 6 of them.
Too many what?
Too many different accounts open at the
Tabs?
same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Close some of your apps.
Okay.
All right.
Is that better?
Yes, much better.
So I actually have more traffic sign content on my Pinterest board that I showed you.
Oh, okay. I'll look for them.
And besides, there's actually one sign in YDOT that YDOT has that's a combination of a two-way traffic sign and a two-lane road plaque and a passive care sign riveted riveted together on each other. It's kind of crazy though. You'll be surprised
I'll
when
look
you
at it.
see it. And yes, I have
All right, I'll
seen
take a
some of
look at
them
it.
in person.
Sounds good to me.
Hey Stanley, I actually remember that you said that you wanted to subscribe to the channel
I did subscribe to it.
at one point.
I
What?
I did subscribe to it weeks ago.
Nice. Did you actually see some of the some things, especially what I collect? Have you seen what I collect?
I looked at some of them. I have to go back and look again, but I subscribed, so I didn't lie to you. I did
Nice.
subscribe to your channel, and I will look.
Thank you, Stan.
All right, thank you. All right, let's give other people a chance to
You're
talk for a
welcome.
minute now. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
All right,
Well,
everybody's
I
quiet.
mean, well, other than the fact of if, like I said, just keep an eye on Stanley's social media, and you will definitely be able to find the Discord, the YouTubes, and everything else that are getting posted at all the different times, and where you'll be able to find them and things like that.
Yeah. So, Professor Sun, you wrote thing. You said, love your show. Watched it for many times. Why are you no longer in California? It just got too darn expensive,
Yep.
and I wasn't making enough to be able to make ends meet. So I need to go somewhere where I could afford to live for the time being.
And Stanley, maybe we can make an FAQ page in the Discord,
I agree.
or maybe something off your blog to answer basic questions like that.
All right. So you're going to post out a bunch of stuff so people can have. They can get it on Discord, right? Is there a link for Discord?
There is a link for Discord. Give me a moment, and I will post that for you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
again,
Stanley.
thank you, Jay, for your helping this.
No
This
problem.
You've been a big help, no doubt about it. And this is for the record. If anybody says that I don't know Jace, I do know Jace, and Jace
We've
has
known
been a
each other
big
for
help.
many years.
Yes.
I actually
Now, you
wrote.
know how people help people and then they disappear.
Yeah, I wrote Stanley a letter years ago, an email when he was still on in California, telling him that it became a nightly routine of me coming home from work and watching some videos with my kids and laughing at the Elmo shirt guy, and watching
I
your
remember the
videos
Elmo
and
shirt guy.
trying to teach my kids between right and wrong, and how, if you speed or you don't wear a seatbelt, or if you throw junk out the window, Mr. Stanley Roberts is going to come up to your car with a camera and you're going to wind up on the news one day. So don't be a bonehead and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that had become our nightly routine,
Yeah.
I remember sending that email to Stanley, and he
I
replied
wonder
to
if
it
Stanley's gonna
not
do a
24
segment
hours
in
later.
Wyoming. I wonder if
Yep.
Stanley's going to do some of his segments in Wyoming and Utah.
Well, actually, my main office is located in Wyoming. So there's a good chance I could be in Wyoming one day.
See this?
Why?
Very
See this,
nice.
Stan?
Yes, I
Pull
see
them
it.
up on screen so we can all see it.
Oh, hold
It
on.
actually has diamond grade reflectivity, full cube prismatic reflectivity.
Nice.
And this one, I believe, this was originally a city sign, but I think it got replaced. One of my rest providers, Colt's Kayla, I think her fiance actually he found this, and then he sent it to me, but I have a speed limit sign made by Dot Sign Shop. And I think this faded stop sign was made by Dot Sign Shop because the back angle. See that?
I see that. So we're getting a huge amount of people showing up.
Sure.
Nice.
Yes, these are possible to collect right here. So how's
So
it going?
somebody,
How,
give me just a second. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Hold on.
since you're in
Stanley,
the,
you had a comment earlier. Somebody said that the Twitch chat seems to be working. I did just test that, and they are correct. It is working just fine. So thank you to Betty Veronica 2019, who is watching on Twitch. Thank you for verifying that for us as well.
Thank you, Jace. And we got a bunch of people on here. I don't even know how many now.
Stanley.
It's a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you also see in some of my YouTube channel that I also like power lines too?
I'll look it up more. I didn't have a chance to look it through. I did join. I looked a little bit. I will take a peek at it.
Stanley, you have a
Okay.
question. Any updates from Mr. Marcus Malone and Santana?
I have no new updates because when he was admitted to the hospital for that injury, his people that contact me normally change all their numbers, so I have no way of finding out anything. I have no more information other than that he was hospitalized in a rehabilitation center for the injury he sustained from the tire that was left on top of a car that fell off the car while the car was driving. And then the driver front, I think, fled the scene, so there's no way to track a person down. Yes.
Hey, Stanley. Did you know for traffic signs for reflective sheeting, there's 3 grades of reflectivity? You got the engineering grade, which is the lowest grade of visibility at nighttime, because signs are required to be reflective at night, right?
Yes.
And high intensity prismatic grade sits in the middle, which is more visible than engineering grade. And then you got the full cubed prismatic. Diamond grade is 3M's full cube prismatic, and then the Omni Cube, which is basically an ultra high intensity, which is from Avery Dennison. So there's 2 different types of full cubed, but they actually have the same reflectivity, which shines 12 times brighter than diamond grade, and it shines brighter than intense. My do not enter sign that it actually has 3M diamond grade full cube prismatic reflective sheeting.
All right. Now, keep in mind, Dante, that most of the people on here aren't really that geeked out on signs. So, some people they're listening, but I'm not sure how they are. We don't lose the audience about perspective. We can talk about that
How they are
privately.
comprehending it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, some people could be a little bit, That's like me talking about, gravel. Nobody wants to know about gravel unless you actually are into gravel, right? That's my answer to the phone. Well, good job, though. I'm glad you do that. It's good to have a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, you were able to hear the phone?
I heard the phone. Whose phone was that?
Yeah, that's mine. So
Okay.
I wasn't sure if my microphone was working.
Oh, it's working. Is that you, Gabriel?
Yes.
Yeah, it's working. I can. Do you got any questions you want, Gabriel? Since you're talking now, you have time to talk.
Well, I was just driving at night in the rain/snow.
You're driving right now?
No, I was just driving.
Okay. Did you see any reflective signs in the snow?
Yes.
All right. Did you see any loose gravel?
I haven't been out recently. I haven't been out recently at nighttime, but I have taken a little walk like a couple days ago to see a left turn that is near my area. It is on the intersection of McKinley Street, A Street, and Business Route 2026. 87. Business US Route 2026 87. And I have some pictures of it. They're on my Pinterest board. Waiting for you to see them.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
And even and Stanley, if someone did not obey that one, you were actually there, and they were actually around straight through to cut across, that would be behaving badly.
It would be.
I do like that.
All right.
I do like that pun though.
All right.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, the Elmo shirt guy, I still remember him. He's quite funny, especially but it was also very disrespectful how much profanity he was using.
Yeah, I'm
At the
used
same
to
time, wasn't he pretty rude and disrespectful?
Stanley is a master of the edit
Elmo
button.
shirt guy, that's a nice nickname. Yeah.
it. All right.
And
So,
Stanley,
Jace,
I
how
have
would you
found,
rate this?
and I also do like traffic. I actually
All
do
right.
like traffic
Jace, how
lights
would
and
you rate this
crosswalk
screen?
buttons too.
Stanley, could you repeat that?
How would you rate this stream overall? I mean,
It is a work in progress, and I think it's going very well.
okay.
Who is this that is joining us? Is this Chris that's joining us? Who's on the screen?
That's still hold on. Let me put me back on the screen. That's still Dante Stoner.
All right. Hey, Dante, do you mind if
Yeah,
we dump you for a few minutes? If anyone else would like to join?
Sure.
All right, brother. Thank you very much for joining us. So, Stanley, if you click the slider over his name, it should put him back into backstage.
All right. I'll put you backstage for a little bit.
Right.
And okay.
And if anybody else would like to join, give me a moment, and I will give you the link so that you can join him. And make sure you have, of course, a good connection so that we will be able to hear you and see you well. Just give me a second here. Put that right in the YouTube stream. And click on that link, and it should bring you right in. As a guest, just put in your name, and preferably if you have headphones or something, it would be a plus.
Headphones are a
if
plus.
you have headphones are a plus. So if you have headphones, it would be preferred if you use them. This way, any telephone ringing in the background would be muted. But make sure you follow him. Of course, I was just saying earlier, we had Betty Veronica who helped us with a test regarding Twitch, and Twitch is running well. So thank you for that. You're not doing too bad over there for 33 minutes. That's going very well. And YouTube seems to be going well. And I haven't checked any other sources yet. But you said
I think I just have those two right now.
Okay. Well,
I don't see Chris.
The Twitch chat is independent as well. So if you go over there, you can see who's talking over there, but everything should pop up right on your screen there. Watch.
All right. I see Chris. It says blessed and redeemed by Christ. No, that's not Chris. Chris is not popping up yet. So.
No, Betty Veronica also says she feels like she's back in the office. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I feel like it. Well, I've never really been in the office. My office is the street.
My office is the streets. And let me go ahead and repost the link to the Discord so that you can find it there as well. And from now on, what we'll do is before Stanley goes live, we'll have him put it in the description so that what you'll be able to do is you will be able to click the description and follow the link that way. So we'll make sure that it does not expire. It is not limited to how many people can use it. We'll copy that, and I will post that in the YouTube and the Twitch chat as well. So if you're following Stanley Roberts on any of those, you'll be able to click the Discord. I believe that link, it should be a hot link. It is for Discord, and I believe it is for Twitch, and you just click the link in Twitch and it should go right over. Of course, like I said, I'll have him add it to his description when he goes live next time, and you will be able to see him. And let me see. Yeah, we'll make sure that gets set up for you.
So with the podcast that we're going to be doing, we're going to have one guest, and others we can watch in, but we're going to talk about some stuff that's going to be pretty crazy. Hello, John. Jamie Ace, how are you? James Ace. We just answered that question a few minutes ago, but he was injured severely. He's apparently, last I heard, in a rehabilitation center, and he's really not in a mood, in kind of a way that he can talk about anything. But that's what happened to him. He was hit by a tire that someone had on their car, not driving with it. It was sitting on top of the roof. My understanding was, and it went flying when the car hit a curve. So, hope that answers your question.
I will make a FAQ chat for you. Thanks, John.
So I'm home in my guest room, and yes, I will be on the live studio. I will probably not be moving back and forth to YouTube. I will stay here because, but YouTube is still there though, so you can log on there and you can share it. Betty said Discord isn't working for her. Bye. I'm using my phone. All I have. Maybe because you're live right now, maybe you can try it once you get off and you can add that at that point and try that. Sometimes your special stuff like that doesn't want to work when another app open. So you can try that. And also there's a new link on the bottom that Jace just posted. I'll repost it again. Try that link. See if it helps.
It is showing as a live link in the Restream channel. So if you click on that, it should pop up that way. But yeah, we have a lot of new things coming. So if you keep an eye on his social medias, it looks like yeah. So if you keep an eye on Stanley's social medias, what do you have? Facebook, and you have Twitter and Instagram.
Facebook, Twitter. We have Instagram. We're going to be using TikTok.
Yep.
Public behaving. Subscribe if you have an account. If you don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm not making you join stuff you don't want to. It's up to you. Twitter. I use Twitter more than anything else, but I do use Facebook and I do use Instagram. Diane is also on Instagram at dfaith or keep dfaith. I think it is.
I think it is.
Faith? Oh, D_faith. She's in the background yelling, nope.
You have a live studio audience there, don't you?
Yeah, live studio audience. But I want to thank everybody who joined. And remember, this is the first one. And as we go on, they'll get better, we hope.
Yes, they certainly will.
And then as they get better, who knows? And also, there are links in the Anchor. We have an Anchor site, which I need to post a link to that too.
Yes.
I don't know the link, but I sent it to you. You have access to it now.
Yeah. Yep. I have it. I can get that out for you.
Yeah. And you can help support what we're doing. We're going to try to do this as often as possible, but not every day, obviously. And on that
You're also
note,
going to be able to find old. I'm sorry, Stanley, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're also going to be able to find old millennial booms and any kind of audio thing that Stanley has put out. You'll be able to find it there as well.
yes, we're going to start building an empire, one link at a time. You like that?
Like that.
Let me put this back. So if you have any problem remembering stuff, how's that for advertising?
I dig it, man.
And don't forget, where is it? I'm the boss.
Did you want me to put the podcast link out now, or do you want me to hold it until we have stuff put up?
Well, hold it till we have stuff put up, so that
All
way at least they don't go there and there's nothing there, because nothing worse than showing up to an empty house.
Yeah. All right, so I'll hold that for now, but I did just log in it, so you're good.
pose a question, and I'll post the question so everybody can see it. The question is, what are your feelings towards live PD and cop shows not airing live anymore for ride-alongs? Well, two things. They are airing in other countries. As a matter of fact, they're still shooting them in America. They're just not airing in America because there's this anti-cop sentiment going on right now that is unjustified. But I understand why it's happening because there has been some issues that has created this distrust. So rather than deal with the problem, they just shut off the messengers, which would be the shows that were out there. So I think that it was a bad idea, a bad call. I mean, these cops didn't, these shows didn't, in my opinion, I've been watching cops for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And you know, cops one of the longest running shows in America.
It's been
And
over
now
30 years.
It's been about 30 years, yes. You know,
That's a really
only
good
thing,
question, James.
it's the
That's a
longest
really
running
good-
reality show. The longest running cartoon is The Simpsons, and they're still going. Nobody canceled The Simpsons.
I personally think that they should continue running it because I would like to see how cops are dealing with it, are
And
growing
changing
from
everything.
it, are facing the problem, and are are continuing to grow with this anti-cop sentiment that is going around. James, that is a very good question, and thank you for that.
Yeah, I love that question. You have another question, James? That was good. That is pronounced James, right? I've never seen it spelled that way. I like it though, James.
James, unique with that Z. I dig it. No, that's a very good question, and I like the idea of being able to say, hey, what is your opinion on this? And I'm glad James asked that question. So thank you very much for that because that's a good question for you.
Now, remember, we were talking about. Part of the podcast is going to be talking about the stupidity of America, the world we live in right now.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I read this morning when I woke up. So I turned on Twitter, and the first thing I find is this graphic that someone had taken from Parler. And if you know what Parler is,
I do.
oh, so if you know what Parler is, PARL, Parler, like, anyway. So it was claiming that the reason why that RV exploded in Tennessee or in Kentucky, where was it?
Tennessee.
All right, Nashville. My audience in the background. Thank you. In Nashville.
That's why the wife's always right, man.
Huh?
That's why the wife is always right.
Always right. In Nashville, is that they were blowing up to cover up the elections because by blowing up the AT&T store or place, it would get rid of all the data for how the election was stolen. The irony of that post I saw was that the address they had wasn't the address where the explosion took place. It was an address somewhere else in that area. So that was kind of strange. So in my opinion, it's like we're just making up stuff now.
They are.
And we're just getting bizarre with it. Well, it's been bizarre. I think it's gotten to the point of bizarreness that I wanted to address some of the bizarreness in our world. And if you believe that crap is real, then you're part of bizarro world.
I have a friend who has a web-based business. Veronica just put the face palm emoji. That's great. I love that. That's awesome. Betty Veronica. He has a web-based business and he actually has several servers and because of that attack, part of his company is down because of it.
I'm not down. I don't doubt. You know what? Yeah, when you cut the fiber optic lines of anything, explosion or whatever have you, it's going to mess up a lot of stuff. It's not just that business, but hundreds of businesses that rely on streaming through that particular company are now offline and they're not making any money.
Betty Veronica also posted a statement says, I don't agree with the messaging of defunding, reforming, or re-imaging, better vetting. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. I don't agree with the message of defunding, reform, or re-image with better vetting, social worker piece, and continued anti-racism training.
I agree.
that might be a better way to deal with it. But certainly not going to send a social worker to go deal with a domestic violence issue.
Well, there was a social worker in Seattle that was killed. She got stabbed to death. Now, she didn't show up. So I understand she was in her office and they came and stabbed her. But she was one of the people that would normally respond to something in Seattle because they're doing that whole defund thing, and it's and the whole the funny thing is people say defund does not mean get rid of cops, but yet people are getting rid of cops.
Yeah, they
So
are.
if it doesn't mean get rid of cops, then why are we getting rid of officers?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. The things that are changing, I don't think are for the better. I do, however, believe that there is a way to change it for the better, but I think it's really going to take the support of the whole community to get it
Yeah,
done.
it's going to take support, but it's bad because when a lot of cops that have been on the job and were dedicated to their job are retiring, not because they want to, but because the atmosphere is so bad right now. But it's not just bad for cops. Let's just be sure.
Yeah.
Um, let's be straight about something. They're also attacking journalists.
Mm-hmm.
They're shooting at them. They're beating them up. They're stealing their gear. They're trying to run them off the road. So this is a problem that is been going on. It's systemic.
Well, can you clarify who they is? Is it the public or is it police trying to prevent?
No. When I say they, I mean people who have become this anti-media regiment where they don't.
I'm sorry. Diane right behind you.
I just had to get something. Wait, what did you see?
Did you walk by?
You just ran by tucked down. It was kind of funny. And there is an attack on journalists, and I've realized that myself. I also film for the news, and while I'm just out there trying to do a job or trying to share the information, I am shut out, and I have been harassed and given a ticket for doing my job, and almost had been arrested for it.
It's
And
crazy.
it is crazy, but it is what it is.
So,
Yes, in the
Jace, you
closet,
have
don't.
two channels open, one for audio and one for video.
I do, yes, because the one I'm speaking to you on normally does not have a camera on it.
All right.
But I
Just
figured you
noticing
can
that just
enjoy
now.
the view of my closet, my studio production room.
You'd be surprised where most studio production rooms take place.
I've also
You'd be
noticed it's very
surprised.
quiet in here. So
wait, there's another question. Let me pop it up real quick. Hold on, let me get you. So the question is, what is your personal opinion of how restaurants will survive this pandemic crisis? Are you getting more and more restaurants and bars starting to stay open regardless of the governor's orders? So here's my take, and I completely understand that you got to do business. I get that. If you don't do business, you go out of business. You have to work. You have to do that. You have to pay your employees. I get that. The problem we're having is that if everybody in a perfect world, let me get this right here. So I'm going to adjust my camera for a second. In a perfect world, if we had this pandemic and everybody followed the rules of this pandemic, we wouldn't have to close restaurants because people would be following the rules. The problem is that they're not. They're showing up without masks. And I know everybody goes, "Well, how's a mask going to protect you? Just a piece of cloth." The masks protect you because it prevents droplets of liquid from being inhaled, or things like that. Hey, G Wagon, welcome. And those type of things. I mean, I think that I agree that restaurants should be able to make business and should be able to do what they can do. I agree. I think that's important. But if people aren't going to follow the guidelines and the rules, just like the video I posted on Twitter the other day of the lady in CVS pharmacy. I know it's not a restaurant, but she was like, she all of a sudden became everybody's a doctor all of a sudden. I go by science. I don't go by speculation. I don't go by conjecture. Um, uh, I don't know how they're going to survive. They got to start offering either, you know, we have these different food services that are out there. I try to frequent a restaurant every chance I get to try to keep them from going belly up. And I've always learned that what I'm looking for, the strong survive. If your food is based on good food and good service and all that good stuff, you're going to survive. But if you decide to, I mean, every time we break the rule and say, I'm going to open up, I don't care, then that puts us back a few more inches. We got a bunch of more people joining in. I put a link down if you guys want to, if you want to log in, you can. We have 6 people right now that can do it at a time. Still answering James's question. Um, Out here in Arizona, though, we don't have those restrictions as California does. Now, that being said, we're still averaging 3,000 new cases per day. So it's going up. The 1918 pandemic killed millions and millions of people. And we can't go to a restaurant if we're all dead. We can't.
I mean,
But
that's true.
we need
But
to follow. We need. I know it's going to be a little bit rough. If you really want your restaurant to stay open, then order takeout. Have them take it home and eat it. Because every time you buy something, that's another chance of them staying open. I mean, we have no obligation to sit in a restaurant and eat. There's
no,
no obligation. We've first world problems that we have to sit in a restaurant to eat. That's first world problems. We need to be able to, what's a first world problem? Staying alive.
yeah. I'm
And we
also
got,
trying to find the news article, but I remember there being an article about local police saying that they will not follow the
most of them aren't
federal
enforcing
mandate.
it. Ventura Police, I think they said they weren't going to enforce it. And yes, they had and Betty said they had mask slackers in 1918. I found things of Europe where they were fighting over wearing a mask.
Yep.
But science has proven that the mask, that a mask will help you. And okay, I get it. How's a thin piece of paper going to help you, or a thin piece? But they recommend you get the ones that work. All right, we got another message here. See what it says here. Wow. So the difference is what? Callus says if you want to, you can log on and talk. I sent
Yep.
the link. I'll
I
send it to you
just
again.
posted the link in the chat again.
I'm doing it right now. What's filtrous PM mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway, I think overall this is a very successful our second stream
Yeah.
of the new podcast, which I have a name, but we're not going to announce it yet. Once we announce it, you'll know what it is. PM 2.5. Oh, you mean the type of filter? I don't know. Betty, you're talking science to me right now. You can type it out completely, or you come on the chat. Mass filters, hit and send too soon. Got you. PN 95 or whatever. Yeah. So get something good and wear your mask when you need to. If you're home by yourself, you don't really need to wear a mask.
No.
If you are driving your car by yourself, you don't need to wear a mask. But if the store says put a mask on, or if that's the mandate for your state, then follow the rules.
So I want to ask you a question. It's going to be more personal than anything, but do you think the state of the media has confused things more, or do you think the state of the media currently has made things clearer on what the
Okay.
mandates and
So
laws should
here's
be?
my question with that one. When you say the state of the media, are you referring to mainstream media? Are you referring to social
Local.
media?
No, I'm talking about local. Because a lot of times it seems like I'll hear my local news say one thing, and then it's completely different in a few days, or then they go back to what they originally said, not to make an edit or an update, but to change it ever so slightly. And then The following day, it's oh, well, mask this time are blah 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 blah, or this one is preferred, or that one is preferred. It really doesn't seem like local media, who I personally feel a lot of people depend on for news. You turn it on when you're getting ready in the morning. You're turning it on when it could just be in the background for background noise, and you're ever so slightly listening to it. You pick up on keywords that refer to what's going on in your community. And it really does seem like one day it's one thing and one day it's another. But I don't feel like that mentality has changed in this world. No, I'm not watching crime. I don't live in California. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. And it feels like the news has never been set on whatever the rule is. Like, so where do they get their final say from?
So the news, in most cases, and I was trying to find a link real quick. The news in most cases, local news in particular. Now, I've been doing local news for close to 30 years. So local news gets their information from different government sources that say this is good, this is good, this is good. We also rely on something called Associated Press or Reuters for more national news type things. So if it's sent down through Reuters or sent down through Associated Press, then we look at that as being facts. Sometimes, though, there is that level of when you get one thing one day and then someone says, oh, wait, we have an update to what you should do. And they do the update. Now, we're human. Journalists aren't perfect. And sometimes they get it wrong. It does happen. So the question with that is that I always tell people to do your own research and don't look for Bubba on the corner with a Twitter. Don't look for, Frank at the bar drinking some moonshine and he think he's got a psychological idea of what's going on. Do some research. Look for CDC, look for WHO, World Health Organization. Those are what you need to do to find things. Don't rely on Bubba.
True.
Around the corner, tweeting from his basement.
But I can also understand why a lot of people are concerned about, there's misinformation in the media, because it really does feel like the story changes from day to day. Now, I respect and I understand the fact that the story needs to develop. But, I think a lot of that has to do with some confusion in the public as to why everything's going on. Betty Veronica says AP and routers are good, but yes, things change, evolve, and coronavirus is a novel coronavirus.
Also, I mentioned AP. I use the British Broadcasting Company, BBC. I also like what's the public one?
PBS.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm trying to find a link to post to you guys too. It's not about that, but someone.
While you're looking for that, there's a comment. Danny Grimm says, I follow journalists directly, not organizations WHO and CDC flopped. Betty Veronica also says NPR.
Yeah, NPR. That's what I said. Public broadcast.
I said CBS.
PBS.
Public broadcasting.
Yes, not CBS. PBS.
Yeah, CBS television shows.
I'm trying to find a link. Hold on for a second, guys. Keep talking.
Well, here's the good thing. If you find it on your computer, the third button, so you should have mic, camera, that third button, you should be able to share your screen if you have it up.
Oh, no, but my account's not logged in, and I couldn't pull the account up on my computer, and I don't know the password because I have too many passwords.
Betty Veronica says CVS.
Yeah, CVS. I get my news from CVS.
CVS, yeah, all the news you need in one receipt.
One injection. Oh, yeah. Have you seen those receipts? Yeah. Oh, my God. I got one day. It was like 10 feet long.
For a pack of gum, right?
How'd you know? You been watching me?
I've been watching you, man.
Watch the same channel, huh?
I watch the same channel. I watch this guy on TV. His name is Stanley Roberts.
So anyway, let me try this real quick. So I'm going to do something new here. So you just taught me something. Oh, it's blocked. It says screen share blocked. Oh, there it is. That's me.
Yeah, so if you click it. You should be able to
So,
show that
oh,
particular
so if you
screen.
go here and look up our account, you'll see we have shirts. You heard my phone go off, my watch?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So ironically, I have one of those tables that goes up if I stand up,
Oh
but I'm not
yeah.
going to do it now. I'm not sure if the wires are. I'm like, sorry, you gotta get some off the table. Hold on for a second. Let me log out of this. Go backwards. I don't want to log in while you guys watch me put in my password and username.
Yeah, right now all we see is you, so you're fine.
All
We
right,
don't see
good.
you on your screen. But yeah, if whenever you're ready, if you click that share screen button and you can click the application. While you're doing that, there's a comment. Bill Van, sorry about that, says not trusting the media comes from the continuation of the repaying things that aren't true when the facts don't support what they broadcast.
Well, okay. So if you're talking, you're probably talking about like there's some channels, some national channels that are totally. I don't even watch them because it's too far. It's too gone for me. So what, can you be specific as to which channels you're talking about?
Bill, that was for you, sir. And Betty Veronica says Stanley, Gen Xer Roberts attempting to screen share.
I don't know. I don't even know my own password. Come on.
Wait for you to pull out your little black book.
Hey,
You have one.
it's a phone.
It's a phone. It does the job.
Hold on.
It does
Oh, okay, I had to make sure I had the right email address. That's the
that would help.
problem. I'm using the wrong email address.
Bill, let me see. Oh, she says I'm a Gen Xer too. Totally relate.
I am not a robot.
You're not? Have you
I'm
checked?
telling the computer that.
Oh, you say only a
I guess.
robot would say that they're not.
Ah, come on. Don't make me have to change my password so I can get in. Let's try this. I agree. Continue to Google. Yes, that's me.
That's funny. Danny Graham says caught getting tech support with Stanley Roberts.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Oh, here we go. So let me
like
go
your
back.
crowd, man.
Share. We got it.
I
All
love how
right.
your
So
crowd undercuts you and roast you ever so slightly.
yeah, no, I'm used to getting roasted. I'll just post that up so everybody can see it and have a laugh together.
That's great. Yeah. So
So
click
can you
that.
see what you see?
No, right now we still see. If you click on that third button down at the bottom, it says screen share.
I know. I
You
got it.
should be able to go to application window and select the window that it is,
All right, there we go. So,
or Chrome tab.
so here's the store. Can you see it now?
No,
But I clicked share.
no, you got to click screen share. Click
I
on
did that.
Chrome tab. Find the tab that you're trying to share, and
I
then
did
click
that.
share.
Oh, and I got to push the share button. Okay, can you see it now?
Not yet. It may take a moment. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at your face.
Well, it's taking a moment to share. So I see it on your screen.
Yeah. Well, then send it to me and I'll put it up, and then you can just put my screen up.
All right, I just sent it to you.
All right. Where'd you send it?
It's in the.
No. Where? Where did you send it to me?
Apparently nowhere.
Click enter. Oh man, this is great. This is great. Is your computer plugged in by any chance? Just want to make sure.
No, I have no power.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, fine.
Send it to me
Just
on
how you want
Discord.
to do it.
And then I'll post it up, and then I'll share my screen, and then you can just share it that way.
But I did it, and it's like Chrome tab.
James A says, "Got to go to work now. It was great to tune into your stream. I'm a big fan. We'll tune in next stream. And yes, you said my name correct."
All right.
Hell,
All
even
right.
put
So
it.
to me, you guys have it.
What are you talking about?
It says it's streaming on. It shows me. It says stop sharing this tab to Studio Restream. So for some reason, it's being shared, but you guys can't see it.
I don't see it.
All right. Fine. Send me a message so I can reply back to you, Jace.
All right.
Because maybe I don't have the maybe I don't have the budget.
Got the budget.
All right, there we go.
Bonfire.
All right. Thank you, James. We appreciate the fact you were here. And yeah.
There you go. I'm sharing the screen.
Nope. No one sees it.
Do you have my screen up? Because right now I'm still. There you go, Stanley. So proud of you, sir.
I'm learning.
There you go. Some crew necks, some polo hoodies, medium unisex tees, mugs. Oh, look at that. Right up top, though. A mask. Need a mask. Gotta have the mask. There you go.
So those things are available. It takes a little bit to ship because we don't make them ourselves. They make them. There's a link. I just posted it in the Restream app. I'm also going to post it in the YouTube app.
Once you post
Right
it,
now.
Restream, it should post.
Hmm?
So once you post it in Restream, it should post automatically. You don't have to post it several times.
Oh, would that be spamming if I did that?
I mean, I'm not going to boot you, but yeah. There you go.
All right. I guess we can bring Dante back because more people aren't trying to log on now. But no more sign talk, Dante.
Right.
All right. So on that note, we've managed to be up for close to an hour. I think it was pretty successful.
Yes, it was.
We have Dante, we have Jace, we have Betty. Thanks. Thank you, Betty. Nice merch. Thank you very much. We have Diane in the background. Oh, now she's
Hey, Diane.
Diane.
You tell my local PD to buy your merch.
Yes. So there's the merch. Apparently, we got a congratulatory thing from Restream. We reached 100 messages today.
Hey, there you go.
That's good. We reached. That means we are officially rolling in the dough. No, I'm kidding. We have no money from this. But now here's a question:
Hey, Stanley.
Can this be put on the podcast, or it can only be video? I mean, it only be video.
It'll only be audio.
Okay.
And if you want to follow Stanley on his Discord, I've just posted the chat into the YouTube, which should, of course, go to Twitch. And
So it's loaded on Twitch now. It'll be there forever.
I beg your pardon?
So will that be on Twitch and be loaded there, and people can go there and watch?
No, but we can make sure it gets there.
Okay. All right.
No, I
So does this show how many people are watching?
Twitch after 7 days.
All right. Fair enough.
I wonder why there isn't. I wonder why there isn't many people coming on.
Probably because it's Monday and they have things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The hell was that?
I don't know. You should start a countdown of some kind.
I'm messing with it.
Now he's playing.
See
Now
that,
he's
Stanley?
playing.
What? Is that more signs or the lottery ticket? Is that Twitch?
How cool is this?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me put it full screen so I can see what we're talking about. Oh, nice.
You probably already seen this in some of my videos. You probably have already seen this in some of my videos. A lot of people thought it was not possible to collect these, but in fact, there's other people that collect fire alarms too. And mass notification too.
All right, so if there's a fire, I know to come get an alarm from your house.
Actually, see a yeah, yeah, but but however, if you see a notification appliance that says alert and has it has a colored lens or a clear lens, doesn't matter. If you actually see if it says alert, then that means it's not rated for fire. It's meant for mass notification systems. Mass notification actually means any emergency like tornado, bomb threat, or like anything that is like, yeah.
Hey, Dante.
Yes.
Are you a hoarder?
Yes, Dan.
Be careful with that.
Stanley.
Yes.
I might let you. It's not wired into the fire department or any of that. It's in a controlled environment, and I don't have the system turned on yet.
I'm pretty
But
sure that if it's in a box, it's not wired to the fire department, but okay.
It's in a controlled environment. It's not wired to any technician company to where it.
All right.
To where it can contact the fire department. I don't have anything wired up to where it can do that. And besides, the system's off right now. I don't have it plugged in, but you probably might see it in the system tests. You probably might have seen it in some of my videos.
All right. So, let's see where we are now. All right, so we are, yes, Gamer, we're on Twitch with Mr. Badley TV, right, Mr. Badley?
Twitch.tv/MR Badley. I've actually posted it in the chat. Said never mind, found it.
Oh, he found it. Yay.
Also, make sure you follow Stanley on Discord, where we'll be posting the links there as well.
All right, in this note, I'm going to stop the...
Stanley.
Yes.
I actually found at one point, but that was a long time ago. I actually found something on YouTube that I do use. Who's depending on which traffic signal I'm at. It's actually a code that you push in the crosswalk button. 3 short clicks, 2 long clicks, 1 short click, 2 long clicks, and 3 short clicks.
And you need
and
a
it works
hobby
on most signals, and it changes the traffic light like that. I tried that, and I tried that on some signals. It worked completely.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't show it tonight.
And did you know I also like light poles too and street light stuff?
Are you going to show me light poles next?
Please don't.
All right. On that note, we're going to call it quits. But we do appreciate everybody who joined in.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, see you, Stan. It's nice.
All right. Appreciate it.
See you, Stan.
All right. Well, there you go. And Betty was able to access the Discord, so good. Welcome there.
All right. Good. All right. Hey, Jace.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure, man. Happy to help.
This was good. I didn't expect to be on as long as we did, but that's great. I'll go on to YouTube and fill in the blanks now.
Yeah.
All right. We had a lot of people.
Good night. Peace out, everyone.
Peace out.